This review has been approved by Lord Carnage. Welcome to Classic Game Room, where you know I love the Sega Master System, but some games like this one just require the extra power of the Sega Genesis blast processing to really be good. This is Altered Beast on the Master System. Alrighty then, it's more Altered Beast. Back in 1989 when I bought my original first Sega Genesis, the one I still use today, it came with Altered Beast. So it's a game I like because it's fun, it's cheesy, and it brings back those good memories. Obviously it was one of the first games I had for my Genesis, and I just recently reviewed Altered Beast on the Nintendo Famicom, where it looks and sounds completely different from the Genesis or arcade versions. Now, here's the Sega Master System 8-bit version of Altered Beast, which is incredibly disappointing on so many levels. For starters, we don't get the awesome voice dialogue at the beginning, and instead of wising from his grave, he's rising from the crave. I didn't even know that was possible. Hey, at least we get power up. Alright, the game's got that going for it, but what it doesn't have is any kind of playable controls whatsoever. This is actually a terrible version of Altered Beast. In fact, I prefer the Famicom one, which doesn't look very good, but it's way more fun to play. So, let me elaborate. In order to properly enjoy Altered Beast, you really need 3 buttons. One to punch, one to kick, and one to jump. The Famicom version managed to get around this by allowing you to jump when you pushed up on the D-pad. Well, here on the Master System, they require you to push buttons 1 and 2 at the same time. So if you miss a jump, if you don't hit the buttons properly, you're just going to bounce from enemy to enemy to enemy until you die. And I think that's the exact same sound I made every time that happened, so they must have just recorded some annoyed player playing Altered Beast and put it into the game for yucks. Because the controls suck, they completely ruin Altered Beast, and I thought the weird Famicom version was like a Trojan horse, like Sega could show off the Famicom version next to the Genesis version and demonstrate, oh, look how much better the Genesis is, Sega does what Nintendo don't. But in this case, Nintendo did what Sega couldn't do, they delivered a playable 8-bit version of Altered Beast. So maybe this was Sega's attempt to get Master System owners to upgrade to the Genesis or Mega Drive, because games like Altered Beast or Sonic the Hedgehog were really meant for the 16-bit era. And they didn't translate really well to the earlier Sega, but I've still got a shout out and Classic Game Room super thank you to send all the way to my man Al from Chicago, Illinois. Thank you, Al. There it is on the map. Chicago, Altered Beast on the Master System. Unresponsive buttons, irritating jumping, and it's single player only. This is the best example I've seen where Sega does what Sega don't. Altered Beast is better on the Genesis.